Is buckwheat gluten-free? Yes, buckwheat is gluten-free. Isn't that awesome? I know you would think with half its name being wheat that it wouldn't be. But in fact, buckwheat is gluten-free. Buckwheat is actually not even a grain, but it's related to the rhubarb plant family. Shocker, I know. But it can be used just like a grain, as a replacement for rice in its whole seed form, or in recipes where grain-based flours are normally used, such as muffins, pancakes, cookies. You could use buckwheat instead. Buckwheat actually goes way back. The Chinese, in fact, were the first people we know of who grew buckwheat, like 5,000 years ago. They were using buckwheat. And it is a staple crop even today in Eastern Europe. In fact, it was actually widely used and consumed in the United States of America until about the late 1800s. But unfortunately, synthetic nitrogen fertilizers invented in the 19th century actually resulted in substitution of wheat, corn, and soy as the favored agriculture. This, of course, has been to our health demise. Imagine with me what it would be like if wheat, corn, and soy had not overtaken our farming landscape, and how much healthier and leaner the average American would be if that wasn't the case. Once again, profit came before the people and won out in our food supply. Buckwheat is great as a non-meat source of protein. I'm not saying it's a substitute for meat sources, not even close, but it's a great source of protein when we're talking about vegetarian sources of protein. It's loaded with flavonoids, loaded with vitamins, with minerals, tons of fiber. However, you got to be cautious about the packaging of buckwheat flour. Or if you go to a restaurant and you get a meal that's supposed to have buckwheat or pancakes made of buckwheat, as these entities, they know buckwheat is a buzzword. They know that it's generally associated with a healthier option. And unfortunately, this lends marketers to use it to sell products that have buckwheat in them, but is not the primary ingredient. I fell prey to this. I used to get buckwheat pancakes for breakfast at different restaurants years ago. And then finally, I realized the buckwheat pancakes I made at home had nowhere near the fluffy lightness like these restaurant pancakes. I mean, mine are hard and dense and dark. So when I asked, what I found out was that in these buckwheat pancakes was actually mostly wheat flour and cornstarch, with a little sprinkle of buckwheat, just so they could say buckwheat pancakes, because they know the person looking for health is more likely to buy those. This is also often the case in buckwheat pancake or muffin mixes. Be sure to read the ingredient label, because buckwheat might be number 14 on the list and all these other ingredients before it. So if you're looking to shake up your food routine, I would consider giving buckwheat a go. Consider giving hot buckwheat porridge, with some berries, some blueberries, raspberries, a go in the morning. See what you think. Put some raw honey on it if you need to. Or the next time you have oatmeal, add a little buckwheat flour to help neutralize the phytic acid in the oats. Or granola, add a little buckwheat to neutralize those phytic acids. Buckwheat is an outstanding source of phytase, which is the enzyme that breaks down the nutrient absorption inhibitor called phytic acid. And phytic acid is found in most all grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. And so if you can put it in the oats, you can clear that phytic acid and make the nutrients in the oats that much more available to your body. If this is helpful, please like and subscribe. Also, if you want to have actionable health accumulating content sent directly to your email, be sure to join the email list. You can see below for the link in that. All right, I'm Dr. Matt. Talk to you guys later.